Your boy, it's the T.O. guys. What's up, homies? How you guys doing tonight? What's going down, man? We going to do it tonight. We're going to be discussing the topic du jour on the internet today, which is that 100 gorillas versus 100 gorillas versus one man, or sorry, one man, 100 men versus a gorilla. So it should be kind of interesting. We can try to figure that one out. Check it out, see what's going down, guys. Be on that shit right now. Let me just make sure that my Barry the Boss, no donos. Oh man, no donos for Barry the Boss. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me? I don't know if I just have to make sure that you can hear me. So yeah, I'm live. Can you hear me? You guys are hearing me, all right? Yeah, I'm live. Can you hear me? All right, perfect. All right, perfect. All right. So yeah, we were gonna discuss. Yeah, so guys, yeah, so I booked my flight. So I booked my flight. You guys know already. I talked about that last week. I booked my flight. So we'll be going to Thailand, and I'll book a few days at book 1 or 2 days in Bangkok, and then I'll do 7 or 8 days in Pattaya. It's not going to be a long trip, but I'll be there for a bit. So Kicks TV, I'm gonna try to meet up with you. I got to meet up with a lot of people. I want to meet up with Kicks. I got to meet up with those ladies from the CX bar. We're gonna meet up with the CX bar. I got to do some vlogging, so I'm looking forward to meeting up with everybody that's down there. Jermaine, I got to meet up with Jermaine, obviously. All those people, Cheap Charlie. I don't know if Cheap Charlie is going to be in Thailand when I'm there, but if I see Cheap Charlie, obviously, who else is there? All those boys that hang out in Thailand, man. When I come there, I'll message you guys. I'll be in Bangkok for a day or two, and then I'll head down. So yeah, man, yeah, I'll message you, and we can go to the club or whatever. I'm gonna and I was thinking to stay at the base. Yo, Kicks TV. Do you think the base is good? I was gonna thinking I'm seeing some good studio apartments at the base. So I'm thinking I'll stay at the base for a few days and just relax there. What do you think about the base? Seems like a good deal. You get a little apartment. It's a little cozy little apartment for a while. I could be okay with that. So I'll do the base and just nice and relax. You don't like the base? Right there, it's right on my street, man. It's right by Kiss Food and Drinks, man. It's right by Kiss Food and Drinks. That's why I'm liking the base, man. It's right by Food and Drink. It's right by Soy Bacao. It's right by Soy Honey. Yeah, man, I'm safe, man. Did you see that thing with the gorilla? So everybody's doing this debate. Everybody that I see online, they're all saying that okay, the gorilla's gonna win. Well, but the gorilla doesn't have a brain, man. If less than a month, it's illegal? What do you mean it's less than a month, it's illegal? What are you talking about, Kicks? Now you scared. I want to get a night. Man, how come I can't even get a decent apartment? Now you stay at a hotel. Oh, okay. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, well, I was gonna stay at a Recca Lodge, but I didn't know I couldn't stay at the base. Wow. Less than a month, it's illegal at the base. Wow. That's crazy. Less than a month. I didn't know that, man, because I didn't know that. So how come they advertise it on all the websites? How come I see it on Agoda and Booking, Expedia? If it's less than a month, why would they allow everyone to book on there from those websites? That doesn't make any sense. Why it's on all the booking sites then? Why is it on all the websites? Because I was about to book my room there. Yeah. Oh, they kick a lot of people out. They're cracking down. Okay, I guess the hotels are complaining. I guess people who have the hotels are complaining. I have to assume that then those guys that have a hotel, they're complaining about the condos renting out. That's insane though. What happens to those people that don't want to stay in a hotel? Let's say I want my own kitchenette. and I don't want to stay in a hotel. I want my own kitchenette. I want my own living room. I want my own bedroom. I don't know why now they're making it so that why is it that they want you to stay at a hotel? I almost think thankfully I told you this because I was about this close to booking the room. So now you tell me that it's illegal, but man, that's so crazy, man. I didn't know that. That is wild. That's wild, man. That's wild. Anyways, doesn't matter anyway. I can stay what's a good what's a good apartment hotel? I'll find a good apartment hotel. But the thing about the base, it's right in my area. Like it's right on Soy Diana. It's right at Second Road. It's right at Soy Bacau. It's right by Kiss Food and Drinks. It's right by the Central Festival Mall. It's right by Beach Road. It's like the perfect location, man. You're right in the heart of everything. You're right by Soy Bacau. You're right by LK Metro. You're right by, you're in the actual, that is the dead center of Pattaya, the base. It's right dead center there, man. I could do Travel Lodge. Okay, I could check out the Travel Lodge. I don't know, man. Base was looking good, man. Man, they're really okay. So they're cracking down on it. So I have to go somewhere else then. Okay, that's all right. That's no worries. Then I'll have to stay there. I won't stay there. Yeah, okay, £50. Travel Lodge. Okay, I can take a look at the Pattaya Travel Lodge. I was gonna stay at Areka Lodge, man. You know Areka Lodge? I was gonna stay there. So that was where I was primarily gonna stay. Yo, Euronation, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this Thailand trip. I'm not gonna be there for long. I'm just gonna do a couple of days because I gotta go back to work. I'm a slave to my job, just like Nita is a slave in Dubai. I'm a slave in Canada. So yeah. I don't think I can stay too long, and I can't stay too long in Thailand. It's like if I didn't have a job, I would stay like for a month. If I didn't have a job, I would stay in Thailand for like 1 month, no problems. But when you have a job, you cannot stay in Thailand for weeks on end. When you have a job, you got to come back to Canada, which sucks. Yeah, I'm not going to be there for long, less than 2 weeks, because I just got to get in and out. So I'll be there for 2 weeks. I'll see all of my friends like Kicks TV. I'll meet up with him. We'll do the VIP lounge. I'll go to a sexy bar. I'll meet up with Arissa and Nung at the Froggy Bar. And what's the other one's name? Boss E? Yeah. Yeah. Quit your job and move to China. Yeah. I'll quit my job, move to China. Yes. Yeah. I can move to China. Move to China. I could move to China and I could make iPhones. Will I meet up with? No, no, no. I don't think I'm going to be there at the same time as Be More Ron. I'm coming in after. He's same as me. He's not going there for long, right? He's going to be there for a couple of weeks. So I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there for long, and I'll be after Be More Ron. So he'll be there first, and then I'll be after Be More Ron. Yeah. So yeah, man. But anyways, guys, the reason I made this live stream was because of that debate. You guys saw the debate online about the gorillas versus the men. And everybody I see online, especially the black guys, they're all like, the black guys are team gorilla. The white guys are team man. The black guys are like, no, the gorilla is gonna win. I notice all the black guys are like, no way, the gorilla is gonna win against 100 men. All the white guys are like, no, the men can win against the gorilla. And I'm with the white men. I'm with the white men on this. I'm not with the black guys. The black guys are like, no, the gorilla will rip you limb from limb and he's gonna punch you and put you into the next dimension. But the one thing that nobody's really talking about, yeah, is that humans have a brain, like a bigger brain than a gorilla. So you got a hundred 100 men can think and strategize. Plus, a gorilla has low stamina. It cannot chase 100 men. Its stamina is low. It'll tire very quickly. So, if you're using your brain and you do a strategy and you make a plan, 100 men kills the gorilla 99 times out of 100 with almost zero casualties. Like there should be not even any like casualties to the men, because everybody was like, oh, you do it in waves, right? You do it in waves. But what about you just go on the perimeter and you taunt the gorilla, or you exhaust the gorilla, or you chase the gorilla, then you're going to have a very low casualties. The gorilla will be exhausted, and then you just take the eyes out of the gorilla. You can take the eyes out of the gorilla or something like that. Or if the gorilla does kill one man, then you just take the ribs out of that one man, and then you kill the gorilla. I mean, you kill the gorilla with the ribs. You killed one of my boys. I'll just take all the ribs out. That's 20 ribs or whatever. You just pull the ribs out, and then I'm just going to use that as a weapon, and it will come after you now. So that's how it's going to be, man. So I'm totally team a human versus the gorilla. I think with 100 guys, the strategy planning, the gorilla cannot win, man. So yeah, everybody online. I've been fighting for the past 2 days with everybody online on Facebook, on Twitter, on Threads. Like everybody is arguing about this whole thing with the gorilla versus the 100 guys, but it should be so obvious that 100 guys. Listen, back in the Stone Age, the forefathers of the human race were fighting woolly mammoth, which is much bigger and stronger than a gorilla or a grizzly bear. So yeah, man. So Brad versus a massive gorilla. Man, but I just noticed online, I don't know if it's a genetic thing, I don't know, but the black guys are all for the gorilla. Like the black guys do not want the men to win. They're like, nope, gorilla is winning. They came on, they're like, yep, straight up, the gorilla beats the 100 guys. Every black guy, they're like, yeah, he's gonna tear your arm off, he's gonna crush your skull. They're on it, man. They coming in with all kind of nonsense, it seems to me, but that's just and I noticed all the white guys are like, well, if you think about it logically, the 100 guys could make a strategy and make a plan, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win. They're gonna win. So that's what I'm dealing. So, so yeah, man. But anyways, so yeah. But yeah, Threads is crazy. I joined up on Threads. That's crazy. They're really into it on Threads. Everything was all about this stupid gorilla versus 100 men. So I just thought I'd come in here. I would share some of my opinion with you guys, and I would let you guys know about my time. Oh, by the way, Nita found out that I'm going to Thailand. So Nita was like, "Guy, you're going to Thailand." I said, "Yeah, I'm going to go to Thailand for a couple of weeks." And she's like, "Oh, you're a bad boy." But Nita said she's out of slavery. But Nita did tell me she is out of slavery. So she said she'll be out of Dubai in a couple of months. I think 2 or 3 months she'll be out of Dubai. So she'll be back in the Philippines. She'll be free, So that'll be some good news for Nita, that she's not in jail anymore. That'll be nice for her. Brad's rib. I don't plan to be the one guy to die. Listen, 100 guys, nobody has to die. The only one dying is the gorilla. If you have 100 men, why does any one of the 100 men have to die? There's no reason. We know the weakness of the gorilla. We know that it is low with stamina. We know that it has soft tissue, which are the eyeballs and its genitalia. So why would the gorilla win? You just you guys, have you guys ever seen? There was back in the day when I was a kid, there was a movie. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's called Predator. So Predator is a movie, like when you were a little kid, you used to watch that movie. We used to go to the video store and we would rent the VHS tape of Predator. So it's a movie. It stars a famous. It was a famous action star back when we were kids. His name was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's basically like an army guy. And it was another guy, muscle guy like Carl Weathers, and what's his name? Bill Duke. So these guys, all big muscle guys, Bill Duke, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, and there was another guy like from WWF, the Ventura. They were all in this movie. and they had to face off against this alien, kind of like a gorilla. And at the end, so basically, how he kills him is, obviously face to face, he could not kill the Arnold Schwarzenegger could not kill this creature. And so what they had to do is he had to make a plan. So he made a plan and he made a trap. He made kicks. That's the same thing that you have to do. You have 100 men. You have enough time to distract the gorilla. You have enough time to make all kinds of crazy traps. You have times to strategize. Once the gorilla is in the trap, what are you going to do? The first thing that you do, if you trap the gorilla, even minutely trap the gorilla in one of the traps, you take the eyes out. You have to remove the gorilla's eyes. That's the first thing you're going to do. Whether you're going to do it with your bare hands, rock, stone, whatever's available, that's the first thing that you do. Once the gorilla is incapacitated, you take his eyes out. Game's over. Gorilla's dead. You don't have to lose even one man. We know the gorilla does not have high stamina. We know that the gorilla, when he sees 100 men, he is not going to fight. The gorilla is not like a lion or a tiger. He's not an apex predator. He's a herbivore. He eats vegetables. He does not attack other animals. So if a gorilla sees 100 guys coming, the gorilla is going to run, you know. What if they track? Yeah, gorillas run. 100 guys, the gorilla is running. The gorilla is not going to be like, okay, 100 guys, come in, let's fight. The gorilla is going to be terrified and he's going to run in the other direction. So you just chase the gorilla till he's totally out and has no stamina left. And then you can pin him down, tie him up, pull out his eyeballs, pull out his genitalia, whatever you have to do. But you're going to win. The 100 guys is winning. You're not losing against a gorilla. There's no way. Even 10 or 20, not 10 guys. I think 10 guys would be close, but 20 guys, I would say even 20 guys, you should win versus a gorilla. Even 20 guys, not even 100 guys, 20 guys should win. So those guys that are saying no, 100 guys going to lose, that's crazy, man. Yeah, Bonnie Blue took 1,000 men. Maybe you should put Bonnie Blue versus the gorilla. Bonnie Blue, man. Yeah, man. We stalked the gorilla, man. I'm just being honest with you guys, man. Everybody doesn't know. Let's talk about grannies instead. Brad. Brad versus 100 grannies. Yeah, man. I should, man, go after some grannies, but sometimes it's not that it's all plugged out to be deal with grannies. I always joke that when I go to Thailand, I'll be on the street, but I think when I'm in Thailand, we'll do some live streaming on Sukhumvit. We'll see if we can find some grannies out there. I think it's gonna be fun. What's that bar on Sukhumvit? I always walk by that bar on Sukhumvit. Tequila Reef, is that what it's called? Tequila Reef? I don't know that bar there. Maybe you guys know that one. Tequila Reef right there at Sukhumvit coming up to Soi 5. You guys ever stay there? Yeah, there's no way. If a gorilla sees 100 guys, the gorilla is gonna run. The gorilla is not like a predator. He's a herbivore. He doesn't attack other animals. The gorilla is actually very docile. It's not an animal that attacks other animals. Why? And that's another thing people are not even thinking. Like, look at the personality of a gorilla. They're very docile. You have to, if you 100 guys come up to a gorilla, he's gonna run away. He's not gonna attack. It's not a lion. If 100 guys come up to a lion, that's a different story. Or 100 guys come up on a grizzly bear, that might be another story. But a gorilla is not that type of animal that's ready for combat, like just straight Mortal Kombat with men. It will run away for sure. Tequila Reef. Okay, which one is the one on Sukhumvit? I don't know the one that's on Sukhumvit. You know the one I'm talking about. Marshmallow. You know the one I'm talking about. I'll head there when I get to Sukhumvit. I'll be hanging out there. Yeah. So, yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. That's why I made this live stream, because everybody was debating it and I was arguing with everybody online. So I just said, okay, let me just make this live stream and I'll vent out my frustration and what my feeling is. So that's what I did. That's why I'm here right now, guys. Anyways, yeah. What when do you guys know when Ron is going to be in Thailand? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be there unless Ron extends his trip. I probably won't meet Ron, and Ron doesn't stay in Pattaya. Ron goes to all these weird places. Ron goes to Isan, and yeah, Ron. Yeah, yeah. I haven't submitted it yet, but I'll submit it in a couple of days. I'll submit it either tomorrow or by Friday. I'll submit my request. But I already talked to my boss about it, so it's good as done. So I'll submit the request and like that. But I was so looking forward to booking at the base, and Kicks TV just told me that it's illegal to book at the base for less than 1 month because it's an apartment. So I have to book for over 1 month to stay there. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can book it for 1 month and just stay there for 10 days. Can I do that? And maybe if I book it for maybe you know what? Kicks TV never said that. I could book the room for the 1 month and I only stay there for 9 days. There you go, right there. I could do that. So I could do that. That's an idea right there. Kicks TV is not in here right now to give me some analysis. If I paid for 1 month, but I'm only staying there for 9 days, does that work? I don't know what he thinks about that. No, no, no. I'm not going to call in sick. I'm going to send in the request another day or two. I'll send in the request to my boss. I'll print off the form and I'll email it in, and that'll be that. So the request will be in like that. All right, guys. So thank you guys for tuning into my stream tonight, guys. You know it's your boy, it's the T.O. aka Single Man Travel to Asia, aka the Granny Chaser. And they call me the Granny Chaser because I'm usually hanging out with ladies that are older. Because I'm older. Because you can see I'm an old man myself. I'm an old man too, man. I'm getting up there. I'm almost ready to collect my pension. So that's why they call me the Granny Chaser. Flash Gordon. Oh, yeah. I guess I can. But anyways, guys, I should be doing an open dono. I see that boy. What's his name? Jay Rello. Everywhere he goes, he always does a dono party. He does a dono party and he collects all these donations for his travel. That boy I saw, I swear to God, for Thailand, he made like $13,000 just to go to Thailand. And he got that in donations just in a couple of days. I'm like, man, that boy, he's really messing up. And the thing is, he doesn't really deliver good content. You would figure, okay, if you get $13,000, you would at least make some good content. The guy don't make even good content, man. He could be making a lot better content for $13,000. If I had subscribers, and in 1 week they gave me $13,000, or 2 weeks they gave me $13,000, I would give so much better content than Jay Rello. You know, his content is for the amount of money that his subscribers pay him. He should be delivering a lot better content than what he does. So, guys, this is your chance. If you want to show Jay Rello how it's done, you can obviously send me $13,000, and I will do a much better vlogging in Thailand than he did in Pattaya. He was in Pattaya, and he was in Bangkok, and you guys will get a more of a vibe for what it's like in Thailand. So, but it's good to see everybody here still, man. Even though I still got Kicks TV in the house, who else came in here today? We had a few people in here today. You know, we had Pen Name was in the house today. We had Viking Prepper in the house. So we had a few of the well-named brands. We had Thomas Crown was in the house today. So we had a few of the well-known people that are in the Thailand genre. That reminds me, there's something that I need to speak about in regards to that. Is that I have this sneaky suspicion that the Thailand genre is a dying genre. That's my feeling. It's a dying genre before the Thailand genre was maybe one of the number one genres on YouTube. This was the genre that generated the most money in regards to super chats and ad revenue and donations. It was the Thailand genre. The Thailand genre led the way. Before before there was an I Show Speed, there was a Toronto Skyscraper vlog. You know, before there was a KSI, there was a Bangkok 112. You know, I'm being real with you guys here. You know, I'm being real with you, man. I'm being real with you, man. Before there was Martin Brownlee, you know, there was there was who was it? Cheap Charlie. We were the originators of the Thailand genre on YouTube. We are the innovators of YouTube. We are the ones that created all these different revenue streams that were possible from YouTube before any of these imitators came along, you know. Hello, Life with Marlene is here, man. Life with Marlene. Thank you for joining. We were just doing a debate about the 100 men versus the gorilla. I'm squarely on team human. Human. I'm on the human team. I was on Threads, and all the black guys on Threads were like, no, the gorilla's winning. But I'm very logical about this. I'm like, if you think logically, there's no way the gorilla can beat 100 men. So I'm team human versus the gorilla. Yeah, because it just men have time to strategize, they have time to plan, and that's the reason why the gorilla cannot win against 100 men. Cannot win unless the 100 men give up right away. That's the only way. But they, if they, yeah, there's no way. Mm. Oh, he deleted all his Pattaya vlogs. Okay, I get you. Yeah, it's not family friendly. I know Pattaya is not family friendly. That's even me. I don't. If I go to Thailand, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Pattaya vlogging because it's not exactly family friendly. You know, your team gorilla. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, because I'm saying the gorilla is can tire very easily. So if a gorilla, if it doesn't have a good stamina, the gorilla does not have the stamina of a human. Then you just got to tire it out. Now, don't take much to tire out a gorilla. Once the gorilla's tired out, you can trap it. You can pull out its eyes. You can pull out its genitalia, whatever. No matter what, that gorilla is done. So, yeah, I was discussing all day. I was discussing Threads, Twitter, Facebook. We were having all kinds of conversations about this whole gorilla versus humans threads. And yeah, it's wild. It's wild that it got that. But yeah, so Marlene, that was my thing today. I don't usually go live during the week because I'm working and I'm very busy. I got home today at about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. I got home and I said, I just wanted to do this vlog on the gorillas versus the humans because I saw it online so much today. I wanted to get my chance to share my insight, what I think, you know. Phuket has become very high level quality these days. Yeah, Phuket is more above my paid grade. I cannot afford Phuket. I can't probably afford Koh Samui. I can't afford Koh Samui. I can't afford Langkawi in Malaysia. I probably can't afford Penang in Malaysia, you know, but I can afford Pattaya. For now, we can afford Pattaya. We can do a nice, affordable trip. It ain't a regular 1 month trip, but I guess it'll have to do for now. Go. Tackleberry band, you crazy. Yeah. Everybody online said, yeah, if you can exhaust the gorilla stamina is not good. Once you exhaust the gorilla, just take out the gorilla's eyes, man. That's it. That's what everybody said. Like, listen, first thing, the gorilla does not have the stamina to go head to head with 100 guys, even 10 guys. And if it does exhaust itself, you can trap it. You can dig a ditch. You can make a kit. You can make a box. You can make a like one of those things from Predator. Yeah, man, you have a lot of options, man. So, so yeah, man, we were discussing this. I was discussing online. I said, yeah, everybody's thinking. Everybody online, especially the black guys online, they're all like, listen, you're gonna walk up to the gorilla and he's gonna slap you, but nobody is gonna. If you have 100 guys, okay, listen. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. If you have 100 guys with you, why would you why would you go one on one with the gorilla? Why not distract the gorilla? Right? One or two guys could distract the gorilla, and that gives time for other people to attack from behind or just exhaust the gorilla. Once the gorilla is exhausted, you have free reign to do whatever you want to his body. Once he's totally exhausted, you can do whatever. Why would you go face to face with the gorilla when you know you're just going to get slapped out or he's going to rip your arm off? It doesn't make any sense. Just taunt, tease, like that. Mm. Yeah, gorillas can be trapped and blinded by 100 crazy white men. Yeah. That's why I said I'm team man, not white man, but I'm team man versus the gorilla because man has been hunting for thousands of years, millennia, and man has hunted bigger animals than a gorilla, more terrifying animals than a gorilla. Our ancestors fought saber-toothed tiger. Okay, our ancestors fought saber-toothed tiger, which would rip a gorilla 10 ways, man. Our ancestors fought against woolly mammoth. So our ancestors fought against woolly mammoth, our ancestors fought against Siberian tigers. Why would we be scared of a damn gorilla? It doesn't make any sense, man. There's no way a gorilla is beating 100 guys. Impossible, man. I'm not, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna go toe to toe. Yeah, there's no McDonald's in Africa. Actually, guys, I don't know if you guys know, but China's been doing some really good stuff in Africa. So Africa, in some ways, and I don't mean to be crass or anything like that, but many people in Africa, especially the Western Africa, like Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, you know, they live better than people in the United States. People in West Africa live better than Americans. And the reason is because China has invested a lot of money in these areas, the road infrastructure, the high speed rail, the rail connections, all of this China has been building in that area. And that's why it's kind of taken a preeminent role, you know, in the global trading system because the USA said to China, and they said, you know, yeah. They said we don't need the United States to trade with. We're going to trade with Africa. China built Africa so that they could trade with Africa. That's why they don't need the United States. United States was only 13 or 12% of their total export volume. So, yeah, what about 100 low IQ USA dudes? Yeah, that's the thing. But anyways, guys, I just made this vlog because I just wanted to talk about that. I don't think India and Pakistan are going to go to war. No, I don't think so. I just made this vlog because I wanted to talk about that, the gorilla thing. But I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about something. That's good, but I have to go to sleep because I'm tired already. I got to wake up early. I got things to do in the morning. I just did this as a quick live stream. Thanks, Marlene, for popping by. But I think I'm going to shut it down because I just made this as a quick vlog because I have to work. But you guys know I'll be out in Thailand shortly, guys. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. This is Toronto Brad, the T.O. aka the Granny Chaser. I'll catch you on the next episode of the Thailand Genre and Single Man Travel to Asia, guys. You guys take care. I'll catch you out.